Hello everybody, it's just Bean here today, and I'm here because I took my owls this year, and so I'm doing a quick wrap up here. It's a little late, but I figured I'd get to it now. So for those of you who don't know, owls are ordinary wizarding levels, and these are put together by G over at Book Roast. We'll link her channel down below. And they basically, for every exam you would take, for your owls, there is a prompt, and they have, I believe it's 10 prompts total, and for each prompt you decide on a book that you're going to read, and you read it, therefore taking and passing your owl. So I ended up passing 8 owls this month, which is pretty exciting. Last time I tried this, I don't think I passed any, which is really unfortunate. So I passed 8 owls this month, and I'm here to share them with you. Now, another thing that G did this month, which I think was really awesome, if you go over to G's channel here on BookTube, she also put together career pages. So there were several pages of the different careers that you could follow, so you could concentrate on the right owls, therefore getting into the right newts, therefore getting into the right career post-school. Now, I went for 2 different ones, were the ones I was aiming for. I was going to be fine with either one. I was looking at a curse breaker or a magizoologist. I didn't quite make curse breaker. I missed out by not finishing my ancient runes or my arithmancy, but I did make magizoologist. So I did pass those owls, and that was 4 of them. So it was care of magical creatures, charms, herbology, and potions. So I passed all 4 of those, and I will go through them, but I'm going to go through the ones that I passed alphabetically. The first owl that I took was care of magical creatures, and the prompt for this one was to have a land animal on the cover. And I chose Under the Moon, A Catwoman Tale by Myracle. This book was actually a graphic novel, and I really enjoyed it. It was a unique take on the Catwoman story and on her origin story. I ended up giving Under the Moon 5 out of 5. The second owl that I took was Charms, and the prompt for Charms was to read an adult book. For this one, I ended up reading The Silent Patient by Michaelides. This was a lot of fun. It was an interesting book, and I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. The next owl that I took was Defense Against the Dark Arts. This prompt was to read a book whose title starts with the letter R, and I read Rome by C.H. Armstrong. This one I also gave 5 stars to. It was a very unique YA take on homelessness. The next owl that I took was herbology, and for that one I read Pet Cemetery by Stephen King. Now when I say read it, I DNF'd it at 54% because Stephen King is just not for me. And I could not get into this book no matter how hard I tried. The next owl that I took was History of Magic. And this prompt was to read a book that was more than 10 years old. I chose The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 because I basically knew what was going to happen. It was well done, well researched, but I'd seen the movie and I knew who the bad guy was, so I wasn't surprised by anything. The next owl that I took was Potions, and the prompt for this one was a sequel, and for that one I read The Lumberjanes. I read volumes 7 through 10, and I really enjoyed these. These were a lot of fun, and I absolutely love this series. I also took the Muggle Studies owl, and for that one I read The Backstagers and The Theater of the Ancients by Andy Mientus and Rian Sygh. The prompt for this one was to read a contemporary book, which this is pushing it a little bit because it does have a touch of fantasy in it, but it is contemporary in that it does take place in this world. So I'm counting it. The last owl that I took was Transfiguration, and the prompt for this one was to read something with either sprayed edges or a red cover, and I read something with a red cover. I read the library book by Susan Orlean. I also gave this one 4 out of 5, and I really enjoyed this. Is a non-fiction book about the Great Library Fire of Los Angeles, and I highly recommend it if you are interested in the history of libraries. And that's what I got for my owls. In order to qualify for magizoology, I had to take care of magical creatures, charms, herbology, and potions. And I took all 4 of those, therefore I passed. So I will be updating you again in August, actually probably in July. And in July I will be planning my newts, which will take place in August of this year, and so I will see you then.